This morning on DC News Now, the president and vice president visiting Prince George's County, Maryland.
I will be there. I got my invitation.
The latest on their first trip together since Biden dropped out of the presidential race. Another day of sunny skies when stormy weather is expected to return. Family and friends searching for a missing Virginia mother.
If anything happened to her, I want her to get justice.
They're pleased to bring her home. Feeling safe? We're breaking down violent crime numbers in the district and tackling the teacher shortage.
It allowed me to be an example for my daughters.
The new program adding more early childhood educators.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, and thanks for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. It is 8 o'clock on a Thursday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. We'll get to Shanika with the latest on those roads this morning and have those conditions for you. Starting off, though, this morning with the forecast is well, I always give you that promotion.
It's okay. It's coming.
It is coming. It's coming. Almost there.
Almost there.
But in for meteorologist Jackie Lears, Brittany Ward, with the forecast this morning, and things starting out pretty good before the rain comes in.
Yeah, you know, we are waking up to a bit of a haze in the sky right now, but overall, still going to be a gorgeous day out there, all thanks to high pressure just off to the north. That's going to be keeping us quiet as we head through your day today. We're also tracking lower humidity, so it's going to be another gorgeous day out there. But back off to the west, keeping an eye out on a storm system in the Midwest. That will inch its way closer as we end out the work week. Heading into the weekend, that's going to be sparking up showers and storms across the area. Temperature-wise, not looking bad. We're sitting at 72 degrees right now in the nation's capital. Still fairly chilly, though, as you head back out to the west, out towards Cumberland and Kaiser. Shanika, how's the roads?
All right, let's head out to 95 heading northbound. You can see how much traffic you are dealing with still past 198 out of Prince George's County. So past this point, again, heading north, you will see a crash, and it's a pretty big crash. It is blocking lanes there, and expect significant delays on both ends. Let's flip over so we can see what I'm talking about here. That's congestion there heading southbound and heading northbound. Most of that congestion is north. So again, out of Laurel, and that is heading right through into Savage, Maryland. The rest of your commute along the Capitol Beltway, most of it looks good.
All right, Shanika, thank you. In Maryland, President Biden and Vice President Harris are visiting Prince George's County today.
It's the first trip together since Biden dropped out of the presidential race, with Harris taking over the top of the Democratic ticket. The White House says Biden and Harris will discuss the progress they are making to lower the cost for the American people. The visit coming as inflation drops to its lowest levels in more than 3 years. Some people in Prince George's County say seeing Harris in person is an opportunity they just can't pass.
I will be there. I got my invitation.
Exciting that she's coming here, you know, close to home. Makes it good for me.
The official location of the visit has not yet been revealed, and Harris is going to lay out the details of her agenda on Friday, the day after that visit to Maryland. And take a look at this. Brand new polling numbers from Emerson College shows Vice President Harris leading former President Trump 50% to 46%. 5% of the would-be voters still remain undecided. Trump's support has dropped 2 points in the last month. Harris is winning support from voters under 30 and over 70. And new details this morning about this man. He's accused of breaking into a Trump campaign office in Virginia. His name is Toby Kessler, and he is now facing several charges, including burglary. The Loudoun County Sheriff says that he broke in through the back door of the campaign office in Ashburn on Sunday. Here's another look at him. They say it's not clear if he took anything. Investigators are still searching for him this morning, but if you have any information about this, you're asked to call police.
It has been 15 days since loved ones say they last saw a pregnant Virginia mother. Yesterday, many of them gathering at Blooms Park in Manassas searching for the 28-year-old. Mamta Coughley was reported missing by her husband August 5th. That's 5 days after she was last seen. Police say it does not appear she left on her own. Coughley's husband attended the search efforts yesterday, calling on anyone with any information to come forward.
Keep doing what you are doing, and then in a positive way, just help us in this tough time.
If anything happened to her, I want her to get justice because I don't think anybody should go through this.
We reached out to Manassas Park Police. They tell us they're not able to share where things stand at this time with the investigation.
And in the district, the man accused of killing Karan Blake is telling his side of the story. Jason Lewis testified during the murder trial yesterday, but today jurors are expected to hear closing arguments. Police say Lewis shot and killed Blake outside of his home on Quincy Street Northeast in January of 2023. During yesterday's trial, Lewis claims that Blake charged at him. He also claims the driver of a car in a nearby alley fired at him first. Jurors saw security footage of the incident where Blake could be heard saying, "I'm sorry." And a 14-year-old girl is recovering this morning after being shot in Southeast. Police say the teen was found near Bangor Street and Morris Road at about 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Investigators say there's no evidence the shooting even happened there. They are still searching for a suspect. And D.C. police are releasing new crime data showing a drop in violent crime and crime overall.
Yeah, the decrease comes after violence last year. D.C. News Now's Liberty Simmons is live at MPD headquarters this morning with more on the drop in Liberty. What are the numbers showing?
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Well, though it may not feel like it in some neighborhoods, MPD says that overall crime has dropped by as much as 35% in the district. Still, many residents say they don't feel safe. So take a look at this newly released crime data from Metropolitan Police. It shows a 30% drop in homicides from last year, a 1% drop in sex abuse crimes, and a 41% drop in robbery. Vehicle theft is also down 34% from last year. It's part of an overall trend that MPD says shows its crime initiatives are making an impact. Chief Pamela Smith just celebrated her anniversary as chief last month. Back then, she told DC News Now the drop is largely due to shifting strategies and crime legislation pushed by Mayor Muriel Bowser and passed by the DC City Council. Still, she agreed with many residents who say more needs to be done.
What our job is to do is to continue to have those conversations with those members who don't feel safe and to determine what we can do better.
Now, it's important to note that these crime statistics don't necessarily mean that crime is low or in a good spot right now, but the chief says it does show that the work that police are doing is causing some reduction. For now, live here in Northwest DC, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Thank you, Liberty. Well, Loudoun County Schools reviewing its new grading policy for the 2025-2026 school year. It says the new plan focuses on helping students develop proficiency in their subject while realizing students can take different paths to understanding the material taught in the classroom. The new policy says a grade of 80% or higher demonstrates mastery over the subject. A score less than 80% means a student is eligible for a retake or reassessment. In most cases, students cannot get less than 50% on that second chance assessment. The school district believes this policy helps students who have diverse capabilities and patterns of learning. And in October, the county will hold a focus group, conduct research, and begin revising the plan. The draft will be available to the public starting next year. It will tentatively be adopted in April for the 2025-2026 school year.
All right, making security changes. Montgomery County Schools looking to enforce new policies that would prevent weapons from entering classrooms. DC News Now's Christian Pena looks into the plan to keep your kids safe.
Increased security may be coming to Montgomery County Public High Schools, and for some, it can't come any sooner.
I think schools are not safe, period. I think that, honestly, anywhere you go nowadays, there's like some danger.
Current head of Security, Safety, and Emergency Management for MCPS, Marcus Jones, is considering implementing weapon detectors to its high schools. According to MCPS officials, the plans are fluid as the school system is in the initial phase of talking with vendors on what weapon detectors may look like.
I would probably consider just like a combination of increased awareness and education programs.
In a statement to DC News Now, MCPS says they're, quote, in an initial step in identifying potential solutions to strengthen our safety measures. The move comes after Montgomery County Police reports a student was arrested in October for bringing a gun to Walter Johnson High School. Action students in the area say are continuing to distract them from learning.
We should be able to be focused on our math, focus on how stupid our trigonometry test was, not what the quickest route out of the building is.
MCPS says they're currently exploring various options that may enhance classroom security. Yet one thing young adults would not like to see implemented are metal detectors.
It feels like an airport, and like school shouldn't exactly feel like an airport. I get like the thought process behind it, but also as a student, it's hard.
All right, time right now is 8:09. That was Christian Pena reporting. It's time to stretch your dollar this morning. We're focusing on technology for kids, especially since so many of them are heading back to class. If you're looking to save some money, here's some options for you. Consider refurbished items like laptops, phones, tablets, and cameras. You can look for them online at Amazon, eBay, or popular retail stores. That's Walmart, Target, or another option is Best Buy. Experts say it is best to look for a certified product and check out the seller's warranty that would include any pre-existing warranties. You could also save some money by joining some big box store membership programs. Walmart's Plus program is free for 30 days, then $6.50 a month or $49 a year. Amazon Prime Student is free for the first 6 months, and after that it's about $7.50 a month or close to $70 a year. Over at Best Buy, there are 2 annual programs. One is called the Plus. It costs about $50. The other is called the Total. That's a little under $180.
And your next trip to the grocery store will still cost you a bit more. Inflation may be easing, but the cost of food remains about 21% higher than it was 3 years ago. So here's some tips to help you save. You can use coupons. Many stores like Walmart and Target have them available on their apps. Shop online. If you tend to wander off your list and love an impulse buy, shopping virtually and picking up curbside might help. You can also track your spending. Making a budget is key to keeping grocery bills under control. Then you can compare your receipts against your accounts. All right, coming up on 8/11 now on a Thursday, a local musician using art to help people fighting addiction.
Yeah, how he hopes this music can help improve the lives of others, plus making it easier to add new teachers. After the break, the new DC program working to tackle the shortage.
But first, we're taking a live look outside. Brittany, it's going to be a nice day out there.
Yes, it's going to be gorgeous as we head through your Thursday as high pressure continues to dominate the weather pattern, but we are tracking showers and storms as we head through that 8-day forecast. So keep it here. A breakdown of this forecast is coming up.